Welcome back to Beauty Blogger Knows Best. Now this week I'm talking to Andy, who is also known as the Pampered Prince. Andy, are you there, hun?
I'm there, yeah.
Hi Andy, thank you so much for your time today.
No worries. Actually in the Black Country, in like the West Midlands, but I'm originally from like Shropshire.
How did you start your beauty blog and why?
I started my beauty blog back in February of this year, or well, kind of end of January. I actually started it because a friend asked me to write a guest post for them. I had no idea what a beauty blog was, hadn't really done any research into what they were, didn't really read any before either, but I've always kind of like been into my skincare and looking after my skin, and so she asked me to write a guest post for her just on my skincare routine.
Why the name Pampered Prince? I love it, by the way. I think it's awesome.
Well, a lot of like the other names were taken. Like I think the blogging bloke or the blogging boy, I thought were very similar, but that was kind of taken. And yeah, I think it was just like a day of brainstorming actually with my friend that kind of got me to start blogging, and eventually we just kind of like settled on Pampered Prince.
Talk to us about your daily skincare regime. What sort of things are you using as a bloke?
Well, it kind of varies from month to month. That kind of comes with the territory of being a beauty blogger, because you change and swap products so much. But morning, I cleanse my skin, usually with like a cream cleanser.
Okay.
Then I shave. Finish with then I use a toner, moisturiser, an SPF, eye cream.
The discussion I have, because men will always email before they purchase. They're like, oh, hi Premae, really like the sound of the Gallant range, but you know, is it necessary to have a 3-step? So I think it's fantastic that you've kind of shared that you're doing more than a 3-step as a man.
Yeah. And
that therefore you found the value of that.
I enjoy the pampering bit of it, which is probably a little bit unusual for, I think most guys kind of tend to go with the kind of like the wash and go kind of approach, but I actually quite enjoy the whole therapeutic, the pampering side of it, you know. What
would you say would be your desert island product, as for men out there who may be listening? What would you say would be one product that you should just always have?
A decent cleanser.
A decent cleanser?
Yeah. All I mean, like your entire skin health comes from having clean skin, and I think a lot of guys don't actually wash or cleanse their skin properly. So I'd say, yeah, always like a really good cleanser. That would be my desert island product, especially having oily, acne-prone skin. So there weren't really that many products on the market.
Right.
So the one thing I've noticed, obviously, with men's skincare is the amount of men's skincare there is now. It's kind of like all of the brands have suddenly realised that actually there's men here as well, and we need to cater for them.
I mean, is there anything still missing, even though there is an abundance now? With more brands recognising the male market, is there any key products that we should be thinking about as formulators or creators? Is there anything that you'd like to see that's possibly missing within men's ranges?
I mean, because everything I kind of miss, I just turn to like a woman's product. I'm trying to think of maybe something that I use that kind of oily skin. You kind of taught that, you know, you need to go for oil-free products, and the washes that you use kind of like strip the oil back, and it kind of becomes a bit of a nasty cycle.
Yes.
So I'd say it's only really the last 2 years that I've kind of understood that actually I need to be putting oil back into my skin and balancing it out.
What are men thinking when they're looking at a brand? What makes you buy into a brand?
Personally for me, like natural and organic skincare is really important. I think for the majority of men, I don't think they actually care that much. As long as a product works for them, then they'll use it. And as I think with men as well, they also need to see kind of a direct benefit. They need to really understand why they're using a product. In 2 years, I've kind of really understood how to like manage my like oily skin. It was actually through watching QVC. I watch a lot of the beauty a lot of the beauty products like sold through QVC, and I think it was just one of the discussions I think they had, and as soon as it was mentioned, it was kind of like one of those aha moments where it's just, that makes perfect sense. Why did I not think of that? Personally, for me, I love my natural skincare, I love my organic skincare, and that is important to me when I'm choosing a brand.
So are you looking at labels, or are you kind of going off of, you know, the kind of slogans or the kind of culture of the brand?
No, I always read the actual ingredients labels.
Just thinking about branding and image, do men want things in black and grey, or are they not really fazed by having a little bit of, say, pink or orange on packaging?
Yeah, for me, I'm not that fussed about the packaging personally. It's all about what's actually inside, and as long as it works for me, then I'll use it. But there is this kind of thing within the marketing of men's products that uses like blacks and greys, but honestly I don't think men care that much, as long as the product as long as the packaging isn't kind of like too overly like feminine, that would put them off having it in their bathroom.
Last but not least, which Premae product is your favourite and why?
Oh, that would be the Balancing Face Wash, Balance Rescue Face Wash.
Balance Rescue Face Wash.
Yeah, easily. Because it got me over my, not fear as such, but it got me over my dislike of facial washes.
Oh, okay.
Oily skin, I've always kind of like used washes that strip my skin, and which made it more oily and gave me more spots. And then I switched to cream cleansers, and my skin kind of turned round.
Okay.
So I'd use cream cleansers for like nearly 2 years. Avoided all washes, by all brands. I just avoided the washes. Yeah. But actually, like the Premae one was gorgeous to use, and it didn't strip my skin and smelled great. It was lovely.
Thank you so much. I mean, for me, that was a new era of formulation, in the sense that previously with another brand that I'd started, I was making kind of cleansing milk. So it was a hybrid, which has now become like the ultimate silk cleansing milk that I've got, which is a hybrid of oil and flora water. So for me, doing kind of like a gel based wash, because the wash, I don't know if you're aware, the main ingredient is aloe vera plant.
Yeah.
So it kind of has like a light froth, a natural lava. There's no SLS or any palm in it. So it's a real delight to hear that fantastic feedback, because I think for some people who were transitioning, they were just like you, in the sense of, I only use cream cleansers, or I only use a cleansing oil because gels and washes dry out my skin. And I was like, look, just give it a go.
Yeah, the other great thing I found about your range actually was the tonic.
Okay.
For men, because there's not that many brands actually that make a tonic or a toner for men. I think you're one of the very few that I know of that do that. Okay. Personally, I absolutely love using a toner. I always include that in my kind of routine. So to see a tonic or a toner made as part of a men's range, that's really refreshing.
How can we read more about your blog? What's the full URL address?
My URL is www.pamperedprints.co.uk.
Fantastic. And what's your Twitter and Facebook page, if you have them?
My Twitter is just @pamperedprints. At facebook.com/pamperedprints.
Andy, thank you so much for featuring on Beauty Blogger Knows Best with me today.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me to chat.
You're welcome. Have a lovely day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye-bye.